But if you think of God, he's not limited. He has free will. Nobody's telling him what he can and can't do, right? But he's not sinning. So that helps define what's going to happen there. It's not that our free will will be taken away. It's not that we will like, oh, I'm glad I won't be tempted. I agree with you. Who wouldn't hope that? But I think it was way beyond that. I don't even think it's even a choice anymore. Partly because we're married to God. So keep in mind, it's part of it is the definition of sin. If sin at its heart and soul is a rejection of God, and you think about Lucifer, Satan, the dragon, whatever we want to call him, what did he do?
He wanted to be God.
Yeah. So, but he rejected God's authority, and that was the sin. If we rejected God in the garden, we reject God all the time with different things that we do, but it's not our sin. It's not what people call sin that's a rejection of God. It's our conscious choice that's a rejection of God, whether or not we reject his free will offering on the cross or not. That's really the rejection.
Which is really the only sin that the New Testament really talks about, is that belief or unbelief. Right. So we won't have a set of laws on the heavenly wall that says, thou shalt not eat donuts, for instance, because if there's donuts, we're going to eat them and we'll enjoy them. You see what I'm saying? There is no sin. I think the problem is we've defined sin because we had the law, and God had to say, hey, look, if you, and I think that's been such a misnomer, because God had to show mankind that because I think man would have just said, well, if you just write down the do's and don'ts, then we'd be fine.
We'd do it. Yeah, of course we'd follow
it. And I think God had to prove to mankind, no, I'll write them down, and you're going to break every single one of them. Right. But that was never God's intention for his relationship with us, was based on the law. Yep. His intention was a relationship. So I just think, I just don't think there will be, I think the law has been fulfilled, like you said earlier, and there won't be a law like that anymore. Right. There'll only be the law of liberty and love in Christ Jesus. And we're just going to practice that to the nth degree.
Yeah, if you think about that, sin doesn't exist in eternity because sin is rejection of God. And if everyone who's in eternity hasn't rejected God,
he's weeded out all those that didn't want to be with him and wanted to reject him.
Which goes back to what we were saying before, blotting them out. It's like, I never knew you. You never really existed. You were not part of this reality anymore. You were just what it is.
So, Mike, I gotta end by you deciding what's going to happen to Will there.
Well, he has free will, so we have to take that away.